Village will be starting off the talks and followed by Cellular Assault Village this afternoon. So first, our topic for this morning will be open source intelligence framework. So this is one of the tools that our local guys have developed on their own. So they're sharing this with the community publicly. And yeah, I would also like to introduce my co-founder with Recon Village Philippines, Eric Riata. Yep. So we've been starting Recon Village in conversations to start Recon Village since 2015, 2015. So both of our passions are both in cyber threat intel and open source intelligence. So we've aligned our interests into making this a reality. So my apologies for one of our speakers was not able to fly out here due to some company restrictions, but they will be available for Q&A after the short talk, right? So without further ado, so we'll start. Okay, so so I'll just play their presentation and then we'll connect them with a live call. Okay.
All right. Ayan, makapatas natin at welcome sa isa na namang live stream. Just kidding. So, good morning everyone. And good morning also yung mga newcomers natin dyan. Welcome to Recon and welcome to the Recon Village PH. Now in this village, we will be showing mga stuff, techniques, and tools for your Recon activities. So, in our first talk, I will be presenting yung tools na dinevelop namin that is inspired by Metasploit. These tools is good for all the penetration testers out there who loves both Recon and Metasploits. So let's welcome our tools, the open source intelligence framework for OSIF. It was okay ba? Okay, so OSIF is a tool for Metasploit user, but for Recon. However, this is a modular tool which has modules like attack surfaces, indicator of compromise, email hunter, or even Wi-Fi geolocation. So before we start, I would like to introduce ourselves. Start with, so this is Ann, so nasa the US si Ann, and currently a lead information security analyst, a software engineer, and also a co-founder sa project Access Control. So he's the one who started and initiated our collaboration dito sa OSIF. So, hi Al, and thank you. On the other side naman, this is me. I work at KPMG Philippines, one of their cybersecurity lead consultant, a software engineer also, and a member of Friends of Columbus. Yun lang, naging special. So, OSIF, a little background sa OSIF. This was started around last year, 2022, and Al makes me his collaborator on this project. So the goal of this project is to develop a tool to help penetration testers to do passive and active recon with a Metasploit-like interface. So we continue to add some modules, and we also review our recon skills, then make a modules and add it to OSIF. So technically we want these tools of ours to be used by everyone, especially yung may mga recon activities. So So we keep developing this to improve and to have more useful modules depende sa mga needs ng penetration testers. So currently, OSIF had 8 categories so far. So which we commonly use in our operations, from doing passive and active recalls, using APIs to adding unique modules. So currently we have integrated APIs from websites like Shodan, Virus Total, Synthesis, Abuse, CH, Hunter, Bitcoin Abuse, Security Trail, and more. We also have unique applications that detects mobile numbers that is a temporary number. We scrape those numbers from different websites that offers temporary PH numbers. So far PH muna. And also currently we are on the development stage of a new technique that able to look for IP for servers behind WAF. So here is an example of our email hunter module. So as you can see, by just adding the domain, we can extract passively the email addresses with first name and last name. Also, kung may record sila pwedeng with positions, phone numbers, and social media links. We have another module also that is used in locating yung approximately location using SSID. So it can also give you information like yung latest information kung kailan yung last record updates niya, ano yung MAC address, the securities, the channels, and even the location and coordinates as I mentioned. Another is from the Shodan. I think everybody knows Shodan here. So we also include Shodan here as part of its modules by searching, and its uses is to use the IP address and check for possible attack surface. So in this example, by adding the IP address, we extracted yung ASN niya, hostname, saan siya, anong organization sa under, ISP, ports open, and services. Another module is to help you check the balance of a certain Bitcoin address. So by giving the full Bitcoin address, other informations like yung recent na received na coins or pinadala niyang coins, and also yung number of transactions can be viewed on these modules also. So OSIF can be installed easily using a Docker container. So by installing the Docker engine, just make it work. Just download the source from our repository and you can fire it out easily. So here's the command. Para at least alam nyo rin paano para mabilis na rin. So just type OSIF and all the Metasploit-like interface will appear. So if you don't like Docker containers, you can just have this 3 command installation guide. Always remember, this is just install the Python 3 and the pep of the Python. You can just run these 3 commands. So currently we are still continuing improving our tool and hoping that after this presentation, someone will help us contribute and improve it also. So we are adding more modules too, adding more attack surface, emails, even searching repositories. And lastly, we have this unique modules called Venom, or the virtual host enumeration. So this will help you find IPs behind firewall or behind WAF using a new technique. So collaboration with us is easy, man. Simply add some comments or suggestions will do. You can also report bugs or file some issues in our repository. Just enjoy the codes or fork it if you want. So simply lang. There's the command. You can have screenshot on it and just contribute. We love collaborating with others. Don't worry. If you are a developer, OSIF is using Python 3. Feel free to check out our repository and be a contributor. Check out also our documentation to know more. Before we end, I would like to play a video from Al in the United States.
Thank you for attending Recon Hacking Conference and Recon Release. We are happy to invite you to collaborate and contribute to this project, open source intelligence framework. We know that there's a lot of IT security professionals that are talented in the Philippines who can code, who can test, and also who can have together we can build a great project. Mabuhay.
So once again, guys, thank you and good morning. So if you have questions, feel free. And if you want some challenge, scan the QR code and win some swag. Thank you and good morning.
Okay, good morning. So once again, thank you for attending the Recon Village's talk about open source intelligence framework. So do you have any questions? So if you have any questions, I'll be calling the presenters live right now. So go. Okay, so
Hello.
yun.
Hello, bro.
So sorry. Okay, so we have Al and Eskie for the live Q&A. Yeah, so I'll just call them because I don't have any mic right now. Okay, so do you have any questions? Any questions for our speakers? Okay, so just a shameless plug. So we also have additional activities over at Recon Village. If you want to be part of the ransomware project that we have, so we have a dedicated Telegram channel for ransomware announcements, so to speak. So we have that over at the Recon Village. So feel free to drop by and have yourselves added to the Telegram channel for ransomware news and updates. So that's it. That's a blow-by-blow account of what companies are being impacted by ransomware. So yeah, Eric developed it. Yeah. So, bro, shameless plug muna sa ransomware project before we start.
So, hello po. So, one of our projects din, not projects, pero parang contribution din namin sa community. We have this Telegram
Wala
channel that we use for sending notifications yung sa ransomware compromises. So it's not the latest I get, not updated. I mean, before mo makuha yung, kasi periodic lang yung sending niya. It sends the notification every 10 a.m. dito sa akin. And then, yeah, basically it's just a Telegram channel na ma-receive niyo yung mga na-scrape from the ransomware list sites. Basically just notifications, wala yung actual data. So if you're interested, siguro
Drop by sa village.
drop by sa village, we'll share you the link, yung invite code para maka-join kayo sa channel. It's an open channel anyways. Tapos ano lang siya, read only, walang chat. At some point, maybe, so some limitations niya is may mga leak sites kasi that needs CAPTCHA, so we don't support that at the moment. So yung plan is maka-engage ko yung community mismo to answer CAPTCHAs for us. Siguro isa lang. And then probably magbibigay si Hill ng prize sa magsasagot. So let's see so where it goes. Pero sa ngayon yun yung ginagawa niya pa lang.
Okay, so future projects for Recon Village will be opening up MISP and Open CTI for the community, so we could have a sort of a threat intel sharing framework. So yeah. We'll also be launching Siyasat Linux, that is a Linux distro dedicated for OSINT and CTI. So yeah, it's one of our core projects that we aim to finish by hopefully before Recon next year. So we could launch it. Yeah, and yeah, so that's for the updates. And yeah, we would like to. Any questions before we end our talk for our speakers? Any questions? Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how good is this framework for non-digital sort of business intelligence?
For non-digital?
Yeah, like let's say like a journalist.
Yeah. So this is okay. So I just bro, how for non-digital collection? Sige pa ano na lang din sa answer for non-digital for journalism. How effective ba daw sa non-digital for journalism?
For non-digital assets, it always varies doon sa mga sources kasi more on passive scan, passive recon kasi yung ginagawa ni OSIF.
Yeah, and also one of the all of the information here that we ingest really is we don't really ingest the information. So we just do the passive scans and yeah, based on the, for example, what do you call it? The artifacts or
I would like to add to that. I think this tool is mostly for having a common interface to already existing tools or like APIs. So we tap onto those APIs and then query those. So we don't actually have our own data collection regarding this one. So we have other projects doing that, but yeah, it's not this one.
For research only, so this is mainly used for passive scans if you're a red teamer or you're getting having initial artifacts like email addresses or Bitcoin addresses. You could use that as an initial pilot point, but beyond non-digital data, so it's really a challenge. So that's where the boots on the ground, so to speak, comes in. So the traditional human side will bridge that gap. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, I guess it's more about like let's say you're trying to find a location somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, not so much physical, but like or is it just more about IT security, finding exploits, websites, and how much of that is into the physical area? And like let's say what was it around
Yeah, so that's one of our interests really is bridging adopting the all source intelligence approach, right? So we take all these information from OSINT, from others as well as other sources, so that we could make a more complete picture of what the request or focus is all about, right? So OSINT is really very broad. We could cover a lot of topics, and really, for example, if we're covering like more leaning about cybercrime, so it's a really different picture right now, right? So any other questions? Yep. Yes, sir.
For the shutdown module, is there an API threshold or limit set?
Okay. Okay. Peter.
API threshold for shutdown.
The question is on my threshold by API.
Yes, correct.
Physically, we use free API. So, depende sa kinoconnectan namin. For example, Abuse IPDD, Virus Total, and any other open source intelligence na may API. So, basically, ginagamit lang natin kung ano yung meron. So, kung ano yung threshold ng bawat API na ginagamit natin, yun yung pinaka-alpha. Like Virus Total, I think so, yun yung mga sinusunod.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, just a follow-up question. If you have your own Shodan account, would it be possible to provide your own API key for OSIF?
Yeah. I think the tool itself is very modular. So yeah, we could.
So that feature is currently integrated, right?
Yeah.
Similar to the last question, for emails you're using Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't there a limit to the free stuff for Hunter?
Yeah, I mean, every tool here we use are free, so there's certainly a threshold for everything here.
Oh, what's the threshold for your API calls to Hunter?
Let me ask it to the core devs.
And maybe in English this time for, you know.
Yeah, thanks.
So basically, if what is Hunter IO threshold, we just follow it. So if you purchase the Hunter IO Enterprise or other plan, we will follow those thresholds. So basically, OSIF is just like a gateway, and we just send those requests to any API that we are connecting. So I'm not sure yet what is the threshold of Hunter IO, but based on their pricing, there's different pricing and there are different thresholds for each plan. So for starter, there are threshold for the load for the business, and for the free, I think we use 25 monthly searches. So we don't pay actually in our side. So we just use the free in our demo. But you can purchase like starter, grow for business, and the threshold or the API will added.
Okay, I have the same problem.
Yeah. Okay, so additional question, yes sir.
Yeah, do you plan to add RSS item feed collection or searching?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the. Yeah, I mean, thanks for that question. So this is a work in progress, right? So we're currently as what our presenter said earlier, so we're going to add some additional modules on collection. Because collection is really one of the most challenging part in either OSINT or CPI, right? So yeah, so we're planning to add additional modules, and maybe we would be integrating it in some of our future projects, like for example for breach databases. Yeah, so we have that also in the pipeline for our projects.
Yeah, also the project is open source. If you have like something in mind and you think you can code and develop it, maybe you can make a pull request, and yeah, they would be glad to accept any cool features.
I came here late. What's it written in?
I think it's
Python. Yeah, so in Python. Yeah, so yeah, our goal really here in Recon Village is to have to establish somewhat of a core CTI and OSINT community here in the Philippines, because we have a lot of cybersecurity enthusiasts or professionals focusing on other fields, right? So we have, I also work in CTI, so I work in Mandiant right now. So what we have seen here in the Philippines is really there's still a need to grow more CTI professionals here, as well as OSINT professionals. So we're glad as I said earlier, we have been for more than 8 years already. We've been having this conversation for more than 8 years, as well as establishing our plans, our roadmaps, and in making this a reality. So hopefully, this is just the start, and by next year, so expect that we have more projects and research really that we could publish to and help you guys in your for your OSINT and CTI needs.
Shameless plug. I'll be doing a talk tomorrow, the Fish Momokamo. So yeah, I hope you see you there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking forward to you attending his talk tomorrow. So see you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Pwede may join you. Nakabalik ka ba? Public na.